The 4-2-2 is an amazing formation if you can get the custom tactics right. So what am I doing in today's video? Bringing you the right set of custom tactics that you should be using in the 4-2-2. But before we get into that, drop this video a like for me. Drop a comment down below. And if you could please hit that subscribe button to my channel as well, that would mean the world to me. So without any further ado, let's get into the custom tactic. For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy your FC25 coins, please go and check out mmoexp.com. Remember to use the code WOLF at the checkout for a massive 8% off your order. Link is down below. Go now. Now, the reason why the 4-2-2 is so good is because of the fact you do actually get 2 CDMs, but then also 2 strikers. Now, the 4-2-1-3 is the most meta formation in the game, definitely. The 4-4-1-1 and the 4-4-2 are my personal favourite formations, but the 4-2-2 blends all of them formations perfectly. That's one thing I will say, like, you can get the perfect mix and the perfect balance while using the 4-2-2. So, as we get into the custom tactics, remember the code will also be the top pinned comment down below, and it will also be in the last 15, 20, 30 seconds of the video as well. So if you just want to type in the code, you will get my custom tactics perfectly there for you, so you don't even have to do anything. You can just type in the code. But if you want to watch the full video as well, that of course helps me out a lot. Now, with the tactical preset, you are definitely going to want to use custom. I don't use the FC preset. The FC preset means that you will copy your manager's custom tactics, which I don't really think anyone ever does. You definitely should not be using that. We are, of course, in the 4-2-2, the one with the 2 CDMs, the 2 cams, and the 2 strikers. Now, the build-up style. Like I've said a lot in my most recent videos, the video on Friday and then Sunday, blah, 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 there are 2 options. Okay, so option number 1 is the option that I'm using and the option that I think is the best for you to use, and that is balanced on the build-up style. Players will vary between forward runs and coming short. The team's transition to their in-possession shape will be steady rather than sudden. I prefer that. I like to feel like I am in control of my players, which is why I think balanced is definitely the best thing to use. But, and there is a but, if you are someone that is struggling defensively, which might be most of you watching this video, might be hardly any of you, but if this does apply to you, I think counter is the best thing to use on the build-up style. It means that when you lose the ball, your team will drop back into their like shape very quickly, but then when you get the ball, they will counter-attack and make a lot of forward runs very quickly, which can be a good thing, but sometimes I don't like it, which is why I think, or I at least know that balanced is the best thing to use on the build-up style. And that brings us nicely again to the defensive approach. Now, if you are someone that struggles defensively, I would recommend either balanced on the defensive approach, which is 50 line height, or maybe give the high one a go on the 70. But that isn't me. That isn't what I'm using. I am using the 95 depth, which is aggressive on the line height. Yes, I use it in all of my formation videos now, all of my custom tactics. It is so broken, and it is definitely something which I think you should be using, or at least giving it a go to then see if it is something that you like. It is 100% broken, 100% the best thing that you can use in this game without any shadow of a doubt, in my humble opinion. So it is 95 for me, but again, if you are struggling defensively, give the 50 or the 70 a go and see if you like it. Now, as we get into the player roles, there are 2 options that you can use for your striker. So the first thing I will say is definitely have at least 1 striker on advanced forward and attack. It doesn't matter which side you want to use it on at all. It does not matter. But have the striker that you think has the best finishing and is also the quickest player out of your 2 strikers on advanced forward and attack. That for me is an absolute non-negotiable. As we then get into the other striker though, you do have 2 options. Option number 1 is the option that I use, which is advanced forward but have support on the focus. This means that they will drop a little bit deeper and kind of like play as a false 9. That for me works absolute wonders. But if you want to actually just play a full-on false 9, that is definitely good and a viable option. When you are using 2 striker formations, I personally think having one of them on false 9 is a good thing, or at least advanced forward and support. So have one of your strikers on advanced forward and attack, excuse me, and then the other one have either on advanced forward and support or false 9. Now, with the cams in the 4-2-2, you do have 2 options, okay? Option number 1 is the option that I'm using, and that is actually having one of your cams on shadow striker and the other one on playmaker and roaming. Yes, so I personally play with my left-sided cam, on shadow striker, and then my right-sided cam on playmaker and roaming. It makes no difference though whatsoever which way round you want that. I just have that because Maradona for me in that cam position is more of a playmaker than a Rayton. Rayton's finishing and stuff is absolutely elite, so I kind of want Rayton to be more attack minded and to get into the box a lot more, and then I want Maradona to kind of like play as that number 10 in that playmaker roaming role, just trying to find pockets of space, picking up the ball and then driving at my opponent's defense. Now this is the key thing here in the 4-2-2. I personally, and this is again going back to if you struggle defensively, like in a 4-2-1-3, like in a 4-2-3-1, which I'll have out for you tomorrow as well, I play with both CDMs on deep line playmaker, but then build up on the focus. Now this is an attack minded move, okay YouTube, so this is to get my CDMs involved up the pitch so they don't just sit there shielding and protecting the back four. But if that is someone like you that really struggles defensively, definitely have at least one of your CDMs on holding. Holding is a very good play, holding and defense, should I say, a very good player role on a CDM. Like, it really is elite. But for me, I want my CDMs to really help us out in the attacking phase of play. That's what I want. They won't get forward right up beside the strikers. What this means is though, and if you look at the green marks on the pitch, it just means that they will venture forward a little bit more from that CDM position, which is what I want, YouTube. That is what I want. I want my CDMs to get into some nice angle for Travellas, and also just as well to close that big gap off that we have between the two strikers and the two CDMs. I've spoken about it a lot in previous iterations of FIFA and FC, that gap between the two CDMs and the two strikers is an issue in the 4-2-2. Having both of your CDMs on deep line playmaker and build up negates that issue perfectly. And then the left back and the right back, like in all of my custom tactics videos now, unfortunately because of the 4-2-1-3 meta, I think in the weekend league run, I think I played 13 out of the 15 people that were playing 4-2-1-3. Everyone uses the 4-2-1-3. You need to use your left back and right back on full back and defend, because if you have an overlapping fullback, which I absolutely love, I love having an overlapping wing back when I'm playing FIFA. If you have that, your opponent's right winger or left winger won't track it, which is a good thing if you can make a goal scoring opportunity out of it. But if you lose the ball in transition, your opponent's left winger or right winger will just have a free run at goal, and it's very, very, very annoying to play against. So full back and defend, definitely on the left back and right back. Both centre backs, just defender and defend. It's your bread and butter, really. And then the goalkeeper as well, though, is on goalkeeper and balanced. It makes no difference, sweeper keeper or goalkeeper. I've tried both. I don't notice a difference at all. So you see in game there, the playmaker roaming cam dropping a little bit deeper. The left-sided cam playing as a shadow striker, very, very, very much overpowered as well. And then pretty much the back four as well. And then you will see the code right on your screen right there, YouTube. So that is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, you know what to do. Drop it a like for me. Drop a comment down below. And if you can please hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. Thank you for watching. Remember, spread the love and positivity. PMA, positive mental attitude. Peace out. One.